March 2012. Welcome to Capital FM Online TV News. I'm Victoria Rubadiri. In the headlines, striking health workers ordered to resume work or face the sack. Nairobi sex workers demonstrate against harassment by the City Council. And civil society challenges National Intelligence Service Bill. Good evening. Striking nurses and other health workers have been ordered to return to work immediately or face the sack. Medical Services Minister Anyang' Nyong'o says the strike is illegal and threatened that the positions of those who fail to return to work by Tuesday afternoon will be advertised immediately. The health workers defied a return-to-work deal on Sunday by their union representatives and the government, saying all the issues they had raised had been ignored and nothing tangible was offered in the deal. Nyong'o, however, says a meeting of the 7-member joint consultative team set up to look into the issues the nurses had raised would be convened on Wednesday. The strike began on Thursday last week, but was ignored by nurses at the Kenyatta National Hospital, the largest referral hospital in the country. Nurses are demanding a 300% pay hike, extraneous, and other allowances.
Strike remains illegal as declared by the Industrial Court, and continued stay out of work amounts to defiance and contempt of court. All health workers should resume duty with immediate effect, and not later than 2 p.m. today. Failure to resume duty by 2 p.m., the following actions will be taken immediately. A. Those who will not have reported on duty will be deemed to have deserted and will be summarily dismissed without further reference to them.
Nairobi sex workers have protested in front of City Hall, complaining of harassment by City Council askaris. Decked out in red outfits and covering their faces, the group proclaimed that they also have rights and protested discrimination in health facilities and access to legal aid. Sex worker Dorothy Ogutu says she has experienced firsthand harassment by the ruthless city askaris. They say the industry should be legalized and taxed as it is generating a lot of revenue.
This is something that the government should really think about and think of how they can actually regulate and see how they can work together with the people in the industry and earn a lot of money. The economy is bad. We need to do everything so that Kenya cannot continue being a third world state.
Sex workers does not need to be rescued. Sex workers need rights. And sex workers' rights are human rights and they should be respected. And sex workers, we as Kenya Sex Workers Alliance, we recognize diversity.
Debate on the National Intelligence Service Bill 2010 has kicked off, with members of the civil society and academia terming it retrogressive and an affront to the freedoms guaranteed by the new constitution. Panelists attending a public forum organized by the East African School of Human Rights acknowledge that the bill has some substantial gains for the people, but also argue that most clauses are likely to infringe on people's rights. Key panelists at the public forum include Jennifer Miano, formerly of the Kenya Human Rights Commission, Dr. Adams Olo of the University of Nairobi, and Kenya Law Reform Commission Chairman Kadhurima Munoti. Several speakers, including human rights lawyer Harun Ndubi, said the bill must be sifted through to remove retrogressive clauses that contravene with the new constitution. And that wraps up our stories for today. Thank you for joining us. I'm Victoria Rubadiri.